It's Dusty Showers here, and I want to just give you a couple quick and dirty tips on how easy it is to cook healthy from a guy. And some of you know that I kind of tend to burn things, but hummus is absolutely awesome. I totally love hummus, and I want to show you how easy it is to make. The stuff at the store, it tastes really, really good, but it's just not as healthy as regular homemade hummus is. First, you got to start off with tahini. It's a fun word to say, but it's also really good and it's easy to make. So don't let tahini scare you away. It's really a fancy way of saying we have sesame seeds and we're gonna grind them up. That's all tahini is. Add a little olive oil, grind them up, and you've got tahini. Although you should probably make them hulled seeds. That's H-U-L-L-E-D, hulled sesame seeds. Get them at your nutrition food stores and such. Take them in a pan here. Open them up. Oh, I'm also killing two birds with one stone. So I'm making some boiled water here. If you don't have the recipe for boiled water, you can look it up on Google. Put it in here, get it to a boil, throw a couple tea bags in, throw it in here. While you're making your tahini, you've got ice cold green tea for the next few days. So we're gonna take the sesame seeds, and I don't know how much this is. This is 0.8 pounds, which means absolutely nothing to me. We're gonna put it on, let's say 4. I don't know what that is either. That's probably medium low. I'm sure all stoves vary. And careful, these things stick to everything. And if you're like me, you always cook with dogs too. But cook with dogs, don't cook with dogs. Now we're just gonna let this brown. Keep it moving, turn your seeds brown, and then we'll come back in a second. While my seeds are starting to heat up, my water is starting to boil. So I took my green tea, kind of ripped it up a little bit, and this is the fun part. You take the bags, you dangle them. You're not gonna see this on the Gordon show. Hang them over the hot water like they're cannibals getting ready to drop some people in the pot, and cut the strings off. You got your bags in there. Water's boiling now. Take a handy dandy pitcher. I learned that from my kids. Take the boiling water, pour it in there. Turn the burner off, because I've learned that that can be a problem. And then let that green tea sit for a while. Then once it's cooled, or actually anytime, throw some regular water in it. Put the top on it, throw it in the fridge. Awesome, easy way to make quick green tea. So, back to our seeds. We want them brown. We don't want them burned. So I'm going to pay special attention to this. Check out their color. It's a nice, light, yellowish cream color. And we'll come back when they're cooked. Remember, don't let them burn. It's still cooking. I've learned the hard way that it's better to start off with a low temperature and move it up than start with a high temperature, then clean off the pan and then put new ingredients in, and you don't really have that burnt smell. So start off with a low temperature, move it around a little bit, and in the meantime, I'm gonna do one of my favorite things, Shakeology chocolate pudding. It's kind of like you're having dessert, but you're not, because it's actually healthy. It's even got an avocado in it, you'd never guess. Hold on. We're getting there. The problem I have with cooking is sometimes you have to be patient. Look, Ma, no hands. All right, looks like our seeds are done now. You can see how they're more of a golden brown. Yeah, some of them are a little burnt, but you're taking cooking lessons from a guy. So, but that'll give you a good idea of what you're looking for with your seeds. Next, we go to the Ninja. This is where it becomes unscientific, which makes it my favorite part. So we're gonna take a little bit of olive oil. Go put a little bit in there. You don't have to use olive oil, but it helps make it a little bit more creamy. And also, don't forget to cook your seeds because that's really what brings out the richness and the taste. So we're gonna try to, I'm probably gonna turn the camera off for this part because they're probably gonna spill everywhere. And I think this is what funnels are for. And now we're gonna turn it on and add olive oil as we go. We'll also have to stop it along the way and mix it up a little bit with the wooden spoon. So work with me. We'll go number 2. Our handy dandy flat wooden spoon. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, tahini. So want to lick that. And not too much, but a little bit of Himalayan, that's a big word. Himalayan sea salt. Not too much, but put it in there. You don't have to be able to say it, you just have to be able to use it. Right there. Alright, it's all done. We're going to pour it into this bowl. You're going to have to scoop it out with the scooper or whatever they call it, a spatula. We had a kid in high school we called Spatch because he had feet like spatulas. Now, it's not necessary to clean this out, and it's probably not even necessary to empty it, but that's the way I did it. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put chickpeas and a sundry of other stuff in here. But for now, we have to crush 2 garlic cloves. Look, Mom, I know how to crush garlic. And guys, if you don't know how to get fresh garlic, you take old garlic, which isn't actually that fresh, crush it with a knife, and then it opens up, and it's like, ah, and get it out of that shell. And it just falls out of there. Make sure you don't have a date that night. Crush the garlic, falls out, throw it in there. Nice. Now, I think lemon adds a lot of spark to it. So we're going to take a lemon, pull out a couple of the seeds. I don't really care if they're all out, but at least a couple of them. And I'm going to use all of the lemon juice. You can use whatever you want. Kind of personalize your hummus. Which, by the way, we're now on our way to making hummus. So we're past the tahini, and we're making hummus. Nice. Do not put the lemon peels in there. Just squeeze the lemon out. About a 1/4 cup of water. It's not that much. But pour that water in. That's the least exciting part of it. And hummus is a really, really personal thing. You can make it however you want. It's kind of like your underwear. However you want it, you can do it that way. All right, this is where it gets really fun. Now, men, don't let them confuse you. Garbanzo beans and chickpeas are the same thing. It was just a way for the garbanzo family to take over the chickpea cartel. So, same thing. Don't get confused. Chickpeas and garbanzo beans. My name is Garbanzo Bean. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Great movie. All right, I added a touch more olive oil, and we're going to press play. We've almost got hummus. Now we add the tahini. Get in there. Get in there. Come on, tahini. Go, 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 go. Imagine in 5 minutes I'm going to be eating homemade hummus. Did my voice just crack? I'm 43. Now for my favorite part. The hummus is done. I like to take anything really, even just like by the spoonfuls, but red pepper. Oh, I did good, and I didn't even really burn anything. Remember, hummus is really, really good for you. The people in the Middle East must know something, which is where it's from. If you read some of those books from ancient Middle East times, those people lived to be like 600-700 years old. I think it's because they ate hummus. And remember, no possums were harmed in the filming of this video. Now, for more tricks and tips from a normal guy on how to be healthy, check out joindusty.com and eat your hummus. Look, Mom, I made hummus. Sit, possum, sit. Good possum.